Hey guys, and welcome to the third episode of the Saladin campaign in Age of Empires 2. And first of all, when you first start this scenario, you just want to start on your economy. Basically, you're given a lot of sheep, you want to start harvesting them, and you also want to put a whole bunch of villagers on wood to build farms and stuff in the near future. One thing I did want to say is, I haven't been getting a whole lot of support on the videos, but when I have been getting the support, it's been really positive. Like, a lot of my videos have been getting nearly as many likes as views, and I just want to thank you guys a lot for that, because I do realize this game is 13 years old, so I'm not expecting too much in the way of views, but it is cool that the few people that have been watching have been really enjoying it, and that's really cool to see. Anyway, I've been kind of enjoying making these videos as well. So this is the Horns of Hattin. The objective in this scenario is to steal a relic that is guarded by the Hospitallers and the Knights Templar. Not really sure if I pronounced those right. And if you want to keep this southern base down here where the large gold and stone piles are, what you're going to need to do is build a lot of spearmen and upgrade them, because the guy that you met in the last scenario, whose name is Reynald, he's going to attack pretty early in the game. And he's going to bring some cavaliers. I'm not showing them in attacking here because for whatever reason his cavaliers decided to attack my northern base, although they are coded to attack the southern base, so not really sure why he decided to attack the northern base, but every other time I've played this scenario, his cavaliers have attacked the southern base where the gold is. So just make some pikemen if you do want to keep those gold piles, otherwise it will get destroyed. And the first enemy that I decided to take out, and the only enemy I actually ended up defeating, is the British. And they were really easy to defeat. A small force of camels and a couple rams was all it really took. I destroyed their town center and a couple buildings with my rams, and then mopped up the rest with my camels. And here they have a couple rams, and actually one of the best units for killing rams is other rams. They are extremely effective against rams. I'm not really sure why that is, but yeah, you gotta watch out for those. And the camels were able to mop up these villagers pretty quickly, and the British only created archers and skirmishers anyway, and a couple siege weapons, and camels can handle all those pretty easily. And then I decided to go after Jerusalem, and here I decided to kill off a few of the villagers. There was some Knights Templar villagers that were cutting wood, and these Teutonic Knights are very good against camels. It takes a lot from the camels to take them down. Like, the camels' scimitars or swords or whatever they're using do absolutely nothing against the Teutonic Knights' armor, so just be aware of that. I found that actually regular knights work quite a bit better against Teutonic Knights than camels do. So here I tried to take down Jerusalem's town center. However, as everyone knows, camels are very weak to arrow fire, and so the arrow fire just cut them down. I found that camels were really not the best for this scenario, although the Knights Templar do make quite a few knights. Other than that, most of your enemies are not going to be knights. So knights are much better for this scenario than camels are, and I ended up switching to them pretty soon after I realized that. So I decided to destroy the Knights Templar town center here. They will rebuild the town center later, but it's really just good to cripple them and cut down their resource production so that when you do decide to go after the relic, that they can't create as many units to stop you. Since I was playing on standard difficulty, I could have probably gotten the relic a lot easier, but I just wanted to get some extra footage, and I was kind of enjoying playing for whatever reason, even though this is not one of the particularly fun scenarios. And although you cannot build stone walls, I found in the Forgotten Empires expansion you can actually make palisade gates, which is really useful because I was getting kind of annoyed having to destroy one of my palisade walls and then having to rebuild it every time I wanted to move my army out. So that's just a nice little fact here. And this is the last force of camels I created. After this I switched to knights because here I tried to destroy the Hospitallers' town center, but just am unable to because the camel's armor just could not stand up to the arrow fire, and they just got cut down so fast. And this is the part where I really realized, you know what, I need some knights. And also there are some monks that are within those palisade walls guarding the relics, so just be aware that they will convert some of your soldiers. And there's not really a whole lot you can do about it unless you have a mangonel or some long-range archers to take them out, which I never created. And here I finally go in with the knights, and although I don't have a whole lot of knights, they are actually really good against town centers. It was nice because my camels had already taken the brunt force of the enemy's attack, and the enemy didn't have a whole lot of military units at this point, so I was able to take out the Knights Templar's second town center rather easily. And I killed off a few of their villagers then. And then I decided after that, you know, it's enough time messing around. Jerusalem was crippled, and Knights Templar and the Hospitallers were crippled as well, so I decided to just go straight after the relic. It actually would be rather nice to get some mangonels to destroy the palisade walls, or even rams if you felt like it. I would recommend mangonels here, because the monks will convert your knights, and that can be rather annoying. But once you're inside there, just cut down the monks with your knights, and then have them guard the area, and while your monks come in and pick up the relic. And I was unscathed getting my monks back to base. They were never touched by enemies, because the few units that the enemies did have were just cut down very quickly by the knights. This is actually quite a nice strategy to go after, except for the fact that a few of your knights will get converted. And so it's just a very slow, waddling walk that those monks have back to base and victory. So thanks for watching this walkthrough / guide sort of thing, and if you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe to stay tuned for more. And that is all. I will be back with the next episode in the Saladin campaign tomorrow. Farewell.